Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly and I do vlogs, motherhood, lifestyle videos. So if you like those kind of videos, stay tuned for that. This year, as you can see by the title, I am doing my 1 month newborn update. And Leia, she's actually right here. Hold on. She's right here. She is actually 1 month today. Hold on. Let me fix her up so you guys can see her. I actually wasn't going to really like hold her or put her in the video like I would show you guys her. But she's like sleeping right now, and also my toddler is sleeping, which is why I'm filming this. And nobody's home. My brother and his girlfriend just left. They're gonna go do whatever they have to do, and they're gonna come back later because they're gonna have dinner here. So if you're watching my vlogs, then you will know. But today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my newborn. She's right here. Hold on. Here is my newborn. Oh my gosh. Okay. She's a little bit fussy right now. She likes being held. She's a very needy child. She likes being held. So I am holding her. I think I have to change her diaper soon as well. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about my daughter, my newborn's 1 month update. And actually I'm going to change her diaper while I talk to you guys. So Leia, she was born on November 12th. Her actual due date was December 17th, so she was born 5 weeks early, and she is considered a premature baby. And honestly, I wasn't expecting her to come 5 weeks early. I had an early labor with my first, Madelyn. She was born only 2 weeks early, so she was still considered full term by the time she was born. But Leia, she was born a whole freaking 5 weeks early, and she came out about 5 pounds 2.5 ounces, which is very small because compared to my first, Madelyn was at 6 pounds 8 or 9 ounces. Me and Tyrone always fight about it. He says 8, I say 9. It's one or the other. I don't really know. But Leia is such a small baby. She is still a small baby, and now that she is 1 month old, she actually weighs 6.5 pounds, so 6.49, and in kilograms it is 29.47, I think, something like that. Her height is still the same, but her head circumference is bigger. It's about, I think, 3 or 4 centimeters bigger than it was when she was born. So of course, I mean, her brain is getting bigger, but her height is still the same. She still has very skinny legs and very skinny arms, but her face is getting chunkier, and you can tell she has like a double chin now. But overall, she's doing very well for a preemie baby. Actually, to my surprise and to my pediatrician's surprise, she didn't spend any time at all in the NICU. And normally premature babies, on average, premature babies spend time in the NICU. If you don't know what the NICU is, it's the nursery intensive care unit. So or the newborn intensive care unit, or in other words, it's called the nursery. Some people say the nursery as well. And she did not spend any time there, even though she was early. She was doing very well. She did obviously have jaundice. Her sugar was a little bit low, and she wasn't feeding as well. But the 24 hours, actually no, the 2 days that we spent in the hospital, she was doing very well and she was progressing. And I don't really know why they didn't admit her. I guess she didn't have any problems or any worries to actually have her admitted. I don't really know, honestly. And when I gave birth, she came out in like 10 minutes, so she like fell out of my vagina. So it was a very quick and easy labor, but I will get into that in another video. I'm going to do another video for my 1 month postpartum video, and I'm just going to talk about my recovery and how I'm doing and how I'm feeling and all that stuff. So you can stay tuned for that if you want to watch it. But now that she's 1 month old, when she first started drinking milk, she was only drinking about 10 to 15 milliliters of milk, but now she's up to 60 milliliters of milk every 2 to 3 hours. And I think the longest stretch that she's ever had to sleep is about, I say, 4.5 hours or almost 5 hours, and that was like a one-time thing. And she does sleep a lot longer these days. She does sleep up to 3.5 hours, and then she'll feed. But if she is like dead asleep, I will change her diaper and then feed her, because she still is a preemie and she's still obviously gaining weight, but she needs to gain a lot more weight. So my doctor said just wake her up every 2 to 3 hours to feed her so she can gain a lot more weight. And since she is a preemie, she needs to have all of that nutrition and things like that. And at the moment she is drinking formula. She was drinking breast milk in the first 2 weeks of her life, but because my supply is so low and nothing was coming out, like I had tons of milk in the first week, and then in the second week everything just started decreasing, and it was really crappy. And it just, I don't know if it was my body or if I'm not pumping enough or what, or maybe I'm not eating enough oatmeal or whatever. I didn't really take any supplements to bring it up. I just pumped, and it nothing came out. So like there's nothing that I can really do. Well, obviously there are things that I can do, but honestly it's so stressful for me, so I decided to just let it be. I pumped for 2 weeks, let her drink that, and that was it. So she's been supplementing with formula. In the hospital she was drinking Similac, and Madeline was drinking Similac. She's a formula fed baby, she did not drink any breast milk. But Leia, she drank Similac for the first couple days of her life, and then when we came home we bought formula from Costco. I actually heard a lot of good things about the Costco formula. It's Costco brand, Kirkland, and I got the sensitive to lactose one because my kids are very colicky and I feel like the formula gives them a lot of gas, so I decided to just try out the sensitive to lactose one for Leia. And because their father, Tyrone, he is very sensitive to lactose as well. Every time he, eats dairy or has eggs or drinks milk or whatever, any kind of like cow's milk type of thing, he goes to the bathroom like crazy. So I decided to just keep it in as a sensitive to lactose, just because, I feel like she may have it. Like right now you can't really tell, but she may have it, so I'm just gonna stick to that. And she's drinking it well, she's drinking a lot of it, and she's gaining weight, so I'm not really worried. And even when Madeline has yogurt and eggnog and all the dairy, her poops are like crazy. So I'm pretty sure she's a little bit sensitive to it too, but she doesn't drink formula anymore, so yeah, there's that. She doesn't really even drink cow's milk or anything, she drinks more almond milk. But anyways, Leia, her diapers get changed every 2 to 3 hours. Obviously she pees a lot. Currently we are using Pampers. I don't even know what the brand is. Well, it's Pampers brand, but I don't know what. They have different ones like Baby Dry and Swaddlers and Snugglers and all that stuff. So anyways, we're currently using Pampers. We started using Huggies, and after we finish these Pampers newborns, I'm actually going to go back to Huggies because I like them better. I never used Pampers with Madeline because she was very sensitive in her behind and she kept getting rashes with Pampers. So Leia is reacting very well with Pampers, but they're made a lot smaller and I don't really like it. It's too tight around the legs, and even though Leia is a very skinny baby, it's still tight around the legs, and I think I may have to size up soon if I use Pampers. But I'm going back to Huggies. Forget about the Pampers. And I also use Huggies wipes, and we do have Pampers wipes as well because we got them as gifts, so we'll use the wipes, that's fine. But the diapers are like a no-go for me, so there's that. And currently she is using 3 types of bottles. She is taking the bottles very, very well, and I will actually just show you guys photos of the different types of bottles that she's using just on the screen here because I don't have it with me. She's using the Boon Nourish, which I seen and I really wanted to try it out because it's also made out of silicone. You can replace the silicone on the inside, and it also helps with colicky babies because when you suck in the air, the silicone collapses. So there's that. And we're also using the Como Tomo. I ordered some Como Tomo online and I'm just waiting for those to come in, so we're going to be using those as well. And then we also use the Avent Naturals. So all 3 of them, they have very, very, very similar nipples, so I didn't want to like have her too confused. So I try to get bottles that are very similar in nipples, because right now she is still young. Obviously when she gets older she'll drink out of anything, because even with Madeline I introduced her to different types of bottles and she took them very well as well. And even her pacifiers, they are not the same shape as her bottles, so of course sometimes they will get confused. But currently the pacifiers that Leia is using, they're all different. We are using the Avent ones, we are also using the Nuke ones, and then we are also using Dr. Brown's. The Dr. Brown's and the Nuke pacifiers are similar in like the teat, but the Avent ones are not. Those are the pacifiers that she's using, and she's taking them okay. She will suck them for a little bit and then she will spit them out. So she will soothe herself and then it just falls out of her mouth. So right now she's actually using it. I'll show you guys here. Yeah, so there's that. She's sucking it for a little bit and eventually it's just gonna fall out of her mouth. I don't even remember the last time I changed her diaper, but I try to change it every 2 to 3 hours because she does get uncomfortable. More uncomfortable than Madeline ever did when she had a wet diaper. When she had a wet diaper she didn't really cry about it, but Leia always cries about her wet diaper, and I don't think she likes that feeling of being wet or being dirty down there. I already feel like this one is a lot more work than Madeline ever was, and I feel like the myth is kind of true. Like, for example, if you have a very easy, calm first baby, your second baby will be a little bit more difficult, and vice versa. If you have a difficult baby, your second baby will be more calm, and then obviously after the third, fourth, you will know how to deal with it. But for right now, she is not a very good sleeper. She sleeps well during the day, but she does not sleep well during the night, and I feel like she's confused by like day and night, so that's why she's much more active during the night. And that doesn't really help me out because I'm so tired. But yeah, she was wearing just newborn, like just completely newborn clothes because nothing fit her. All of her hats don't fit her. Only like 2 or 3 hats officially fit her. And even her scratch mitts that I have, all of the ones that I've gotten from Madeline that were hand-me-downs, they are too big. They keep falling off of her hands because they're too big for her, and her hands are super tiny and skinny. So what I use is socks. All of the really tiny socks that I have, I will use on her hands, and they have been working very well. So that's a mom hack. If you have a baby that has really tiny hands and the scratch mitts do not fit, use socks. You can get really tiny socks and they will fit over her hands. But currently she's filling out in her 0 to 3 months clothes, so I've started putting some of her 0 to 3 months clothes on her, and it's actually fitting. Like the other day she wore a 3 months outfit and it fit her very well. Other than that, I don't think there's really anything else that I need to update you. All she does is eat, sleep, and poo. So this stage is a lot more calmer and nicer because although I don't get enough sleep, I can still leave her in the crib or leave her in the bassinet and do what I have to do, especially with having a toddler who wreaks havoc and runs around all crazy and always wants your attention. When this one starts walking, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on both of them. That is gonna be a headache in itself. But anyways, that is it for my update. There's really not much. If you want to know more, comment down below and I will answer your questions, and stay tuned for vlogs, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. See you guys next time. Peace.